The fastest learner wins every battle before it even begins. Whether it's business, influence, or survival, the one who learns, adapts, and strategizes first becomes untouchable. But here's the problem. Most people treat learning like a chore. They cram, they memorize, they force-feed information into their brains, and then they wonder why nothing sticks. Meanwhile, the sharpest minds, the ones who dominate their fields, don't rely on brute force or willpower. They create systems that make learning automatic. They know how to wire their brains so that mastery feels effortless. And that's exactly what you're about to learn today. The truth about learning: you've been taught that learning is about repetition, about grinding harder than everyone else. But the truth, your brain doesn't thrive on random facts, it thrives on patterns. Think about it. You don't consciously think about how to walk, how to drive, or how to read. You once had to break down every step, but now those actions are stored as automated processes. That's what frees your brain for higher level thinking. Now imagine if you could apply that same automation to any skill: languages, persuasion, strategy, negotiation, even mastering power dynamics. Instead of struggling to memorize, your brain would absorb, process, and apply knowledge on autopilot. This is called cognitive automation, the art of training your brain to learn without effort. How to automate learning like a genius. Here are 3 ways geniuses train their minds to learn faster than everyone else. 1. Chunk information into patterns. Your brain hates isolated facts, but loves patterns. Don't memorize tricks, learn the psychology behind them. For example, instead of memorizing negotiation lines, study the human behavior that drives them. Once you see the pattern, every tactic becomes obvious. 2. Teach it immediately. If you want to lock knowledge in permanently, explain it, even if it's just to yourself. Say it out loud, write it in your own words, or pretend you're teaching a beginner. This forces your brain to organize the information, making recall effortless. 3. Link new knowledge to what you already know. Learning in isolation is slow. But when you connect new knowledge to existing skills, your brain fuses them together. For instance, if you're learning persuasion, tie it to your existing storytelling or communication skills. That connection makes it stick instantly. When you chunk, teach, and link, learning accelerates. How to learn on autopilot. Here's where most people fail. They never let their subconscious do the work. Have you ever wrestled with a problem, only to have the answer appear in the shower or just before sleep? That's your subconscious mind, a supercomputer running in the background, and you can train it to solve problems for you. 1. Sleep on problems. Before bed, review what you want to master: concepts, skills, even difficult questions. While you sleep, your brain strengthens those connections. The next day, recall is effortless. 2. Prime your brain with questions instead of forcing facts. Ask powerful questions like, how does this connect to what I already know? How could I use this in real life? What if I flip this idea upside down? Your brain hates open loops. It will keep working on the answers even when you're not aware of it. 3. Use strategic downtime. Einstein used to play violin when stuck on problems. Why? Because silence and distraction let your brain reorganize information. Instead of endless scrolling, give yourself 10 minutes of walking, meditation, or even just staring out the window. That's when breakthroughs happen. The exposure loop for mastery. Here's the final piece. Exposure from multiple angles. If you only read one book or practice in one way, you plateau. But when you surround yourself with knowledge from all directions, your brain wires it in permanently. Step 1. Expose yourself daily. Immerse yourself. Watch, read, listen, observe. The more environments you see a skill in, the faster it becomes second nature. Step 2. Change the format. Read, watch, write, explain, listen. Every format activates a different part of the brain. Step 3. Apply it immediately. Knowledge fades unless used. Within 24 hours, practice it, journal about it, or at least explain it aloud. This is how you transform repetition into mastery. Your challenge: most people will nod at this video, feel motivated for 10 minutes, and then do nothing, but you're not most people. Here's your challenge. Pick one skill that could change your life. Apply the exposure loop for the next 7 days. Use it daily, no matter how small. Before bed, ask one question and let your subconscious process it. Do this, and your brain will rewire itself for effortless mastery. Final word: the fastest learner wins every battle because they stop fighting their own brain. They automate learning, they let their subconscious do the heavy lifting, and they master skills through repeated, varied exposure. That can be you. So what will you learn next? If you want more strategies like this, tools to help you dominate in philosophy, psychology, and influence, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming. Because this channel isn't about learning for the sake of learning. It's about building the kind of mind that makes you unstoppable.